Now I gotta put my mirror up.
Do it.
I don't dance.
They want to see you move. For Ty, the McFarlane Fabrication Genius. And I did a set for you guys. Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever... What are you doing?
Now I gotta put my mirror up. And put it in another truck.
This isn't a truck.
I put it in.
You one of those people that calls SUVs trucks?
Same thing as a Tacoma.
There's no bed. That's what makes truck.
It's a frame.
So the number one comment that I noticed with the guitar box, guitar case, and the heat exchanger being right there, air scoop thing being right here, is that this is just shooting air up into here, and then this is blocking flow. So this brings two things to my attention. One that I wanted to show you is if you look down here, there's a ton of open space on the back side of this, and then this is all open. So air will flow out this way, and we're gonna have a puller fan on the back of that. However, you guys had a valid point. We don't want air to be shooting up into here and then just having a box and then the air gets trapped. I just thought of an idea, which I think actually one of you commented, but it went back to the back of my head and now it's coming out as my own idea, even though I'm giving you credit for your idea, which is now mine. What we could do, the point of this is two things. One, to hide the ugly. Two, I don't really want hot water right behind my brain, and so voila. But however, since air is gonna be flowing this way, wouldn't be no thing to make some little speed holes right here on the back that would alleviate both pressure that would be created in the guitar case and alleviate airflow that would be building up from the pressure of the airflow not flowing correctly. Does that make sense? Feast your eyes on my brilliance. There's a lot. You could see literally every bit of ugly we were trying to hide. And if you're judging the epoxy method of putting this on, that is the same exact method that we used on our Miata cart's forward front grille that has been on there for more years than I've known how to weld. So judge less, it works, suck it, voila. Moving on to the gas pedal. All right, so this is the giant hunk of poo that Chevy chose to put on these Corvettes. What I have is a secondary hunk of poo. I don't know what this came from. I don't know when I got it. All I know is when I started looking at this stuff again, they were sitting next to each other like that. This, in its current form, will not work because it is clocked the wrong way and it's gonna be right behind the brake pedal. So I'm gonna cut this down to basically just the bracket so I don't have to remake the bracket. Cut this and make it point the other way, and then we'll attach this to that bracket. Simple enough. All you had to do was ask.
Oh.
You focus on the steering.
I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna park in the back.
We can pull it with my Ferrari.
That's what I'm saying. Close the car.
Yeah, it's a Ferrari. Don't call it a car. This is a truck. That's a Ferrari. You got it out? Hey. That's going in a real truck, right? Or is it going in another 4Runner?
It's the same truck.
Not a truck! Do it.
I don't
They
dance.
want to see you move.
I don't move it.
Who just
Don't
walked
move
in?
it, move it.
Dennis.
Dennis dances.
No, he's here to convince you to dance.
Dennis dances very good, I heard.
Look at that guy. These are cheaper than I thought. 5.0. Oh, these are like coil covers.
Oh, what?
So I ordered 2 sets. Cletus is the fabricator tie. He wants a set for his burnout thing. And then the other one also.
Sweet.
He wants the same blue and the same graphic on the buck.
Was that like patty blue or whatever?
You dance, monkey.
I can't dance.
It's pretty ugly right now, but it seems to work pretty freaking sweet. There are some zip ties involved, but it's temporary, I think. Also, I gotta make a mount up there because as you can see, the cable is held to the fuel lines by zip ties, which is a no-no, but we don't have much slack. We can get that out a little bit more.
This is a Silverado throttle body, I'm pretty sure. I make the bracket off of this right here. I think that's where the kit, there's not even threads in there. I think that's still where I'm gonna make the bracket for this. And this is kind of right in the way. There aren't many vacuum ports on this, which is kind of annoying. We got that big fat guy in the back, but this is freaking plastic, so we can't just weld nipples wherever we want. But nonetheless, this is in the way, so I'm at least gonna lop that off for now. But before we do that, I wanna show you something first. Just finished up some coil covers for Ty, the McFarlane Fabrication Genius. And I did a set for you guys. All right, listen up. We got a new plan, got a new idea, something I want to throw your way. We're going to get back to the Jeep in 2 minutes. Time it starting now. Okay, you obviously don't all drive Mustangs, right? You don't all drive that. You don't drive that. You don't drive that, right? What I'm thinking is when you guys buy a shirt, it means the world to me because you guys are buying shirts because you want to support us. You're buying them because you like what we're doing, right? So I've been wanting to offer you guys something that I'm really, really proud of. I'm proud of the shirts, but I've spent the last 9 years of my life learning how to do this incorrectly to get to the point where we're at now, where without sounding cocky, I'm pretty good at it. What I want you guys to do is flood the comments. Tell me what you drive, what parts you want dipped, what colors you like, what graphics you like. I got junkyards all around me. I got eBay at my fingertips. Based on your suggestions and my opinions, I'm gonna get as many of these parts as I possibly can, dip them in stuff that you like and that I like, put them on the website. It's gonna be random. I might have cell phone cases. I might have 50 of these. I might have 29 of those. Now, this is loud and obnoxious, and I get it, right? Might not be your cup of tea. If it's not your cup of tea, let me know what you like to brew, and I'll try and do my best to metaphorically brew. You get what I'm saying. So here's where my train of thought is. I don't want to do this and this forever. I want to do this for a living, right? But to do this for a living, I got to pay the bills, and that's how I pay the bills. And so I thought I have to dip parts for a living and for customers anyway. So if the booth isn't full and I can throw in another 5 or 6 pieces that you guys are going to want and be excited to buy, then it's a win-win-win because I'm not losing any time, which is kind of what I'm battling right now is the whole time-money balance thing. Right? All of this, obviously minus Ty's cover, are on the website now. These parts are all going to be totally different next week. So I'm going to be selling all this to you guys at about a 10% discount to what I normally sell to the public, just as kind of a means to say thank you for supporting us even more than you already do. That's my grand idea. We got to cut stuff off the Jeep. We got to go up north and see someone that most of you guys are familiar with because I'm too stupid to do something that he's really good at. Okay, random complete change of plans. Hayden with Meticulous needs some intercooler pipes. We're gonna paint them. We'll do some technicalities. I've been wanting him to basically bend me one of these just because I'm not good at, by the time I'd measure this out and start the bend somewhere, it'd freaking be over here. And so it's easier for me to just literally cut this and take it up to him. I have to go up there anyways. So change of plans, we're gonna cut all this out, which I've been dreading because look at this crap. Do you see that nonsense? And then You see where we are now? Look at the difference. These still aren't great, but like, I mean, comparatively, what on? So Hayden's gonna bend that up for me, and he's gonna do the A-pillar bars as well, because I forgot about that. I gotta paint these for him. We were gonna powder coat them. These don't come off, right? These alpha locks, and we're afraid that if we bake these at, you know, the 400 and some degrees they have to, then it's gonna ruin the anodized coating. I gotta strip powder coat and then paint them a matte black without damaging these, and it's gonna take time, but he's doing something that I don't know how to do, so that's what it is. The finest of knockoffs. Big boy spring, this is what we need. Right here, boys. Nice little stainless steel McFlange. Right on. Suck it, dude. Suck. This sucks. Dude. So, I don't know what's going on with those holes. They don't seem to have any threads in them. I saw a bracket online amongst 17 others that are offered where they use basically these long guys and right here, and then they snake it over to right schmeow. So, although I could spend 20 bucks and buy one that works perfectly, that seems like a really dumb decision when I could just spend 7 hours making one for free, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and utilize these two holes. It's gonna suck a whole lot in like maybe 3 months when I decide to ditch this plastic stock LS1 throttle body and do some more big boy stuff, and then we have to remake this. But you know, I'm 90% sure this is a factory Silverado one, so literally nothing I'm about to do is gonna work for anything else that I upgrade in the future, but we have no money, so this is what we're gonna do. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, voila. Works actually really well. I don't like how this is slooped up like that, but it was hard to basically make this part have any sort of structure and rigidity without making this tail go down like that. And so if we put it down flat to where this was a little more like this, just the way this is kinked, this would be touching this kind of thing. So it's just below the hood line, so it's not going to be, there's not going to be any pressure on it, so it's just going to look a little silly for the time being. So that'll work. I'm cool with that. Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever?
I was expecting a winch on there, and
What would you pull with it?
well,
scooter?
I was just wondering where it could go, where it would get stuck on a hitch, or where it would need it. Like, where do you think that thing can go, where it would get stuck?
Walmart.
I was thinking the same
Winch
thing.
it to a pole.
Yeah,
What is that? Is that a Chevy thing?
it's a Samurai, ain't it?
It's a.
That's not a Samurai. Samurais look cool.
Exactly, that is what it is. This is like the new Samurai.
No way.
Yeah, it's like an X90 or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the successor to it.
It says it's a Harley.
It's got a cherry bomb muffler.
What is this? Those look like Civic taillights, don't they? I've seen these. I've never known what they are because they're so gross. I've never had an interest enough to.
That does look like a hatch tail, I'd say.
It is Suzuki?
Yeah.
For sure. What do they call it? A Suzuki motor. This is a Suzuki Motor Corporation.
Hold on, check to see if it doesn't have a Harley motor in it.
Yeah. It's probably stronger than whatever's in
It
here.
has the
Is that functional?
Subaru style intercooled version.
Oh, dude, he's got skulls everywhere, brother.
Brother!
Aren't those,
What are you doing? That little corner window?
This gasket came loose and was hanging in the door. And this is like the frameless design, so without it, the window is flappy. So if he hits a hard enough bump and these hard tires, it could break. So
You gotta make the TikTok now for the brother one. He's got them everywhere.
Oh, they are everywhere. Let's summarize what we got going on. So we got blow-off valve, we got flange welded on, we got all that powder coated black. We got this smoothed out a little bit, so when the fuel lines are resting here, there's not a really hard edge. A little bit softer for it. That's done, and it works beautifully. Hayden, in all his brilliance, got these bent up for us and the main hoop, so we will establish what on earth we're doing with that. My train of thought with the whole dash area, right? If you remember several months ago when we first got the water to air, I kind of made this whole steel sheet metal housing crap, and I kind of don't like it anymore. If you've been on this channel for any amount of time, the phrase I've used most often is I changed my mind like a schoolgirl picking out her prom dress, and that remains true. Now that I'm a little bit more familiar with aluminum, I'm gonna learn, or I think I'm gonna remake all this, because in reality, this is just there to kind of protect me, right? Like I have a panel that goes across, we just don't want engine bits right in my face. So I'm thinking of remaking this with aluminum, but I'm gonna make it a little bit tighter and rework down there. But then I also want to integrate it into a dash and make it to where, so the free Holley screen that comes with Holley is teeny tiny bitty. But for the time being, we're going to use that because, right, we don't have money to just upgrade stuff left and right. But I'd like to make something that will integrate both that and then the upgraded screen in the future and kind of hide all this yucky stuff and get rid of whatever. We added the speed holes. I wouldn't have thought to do that if you guys didn't comment. Like, your guys' comments are extremely valuable, and I read all of them. Even though some of you hate me and you still watch the videos and comment mean things, I don't care. I still read them. So Dennis is back from New York. If you didn't know he was going to New York, that's because I didn't know he was going to New York. But he is gone and came back, and he had a great time, in case any of you were wondering. More or less, all we have left to get this thing running and driving is hooking up Holly. I think everything else is about done. I do know for a fact that we got to take basically the whole turbo kit off because there's nuts and bolts missing, and this was still in like mock-up phase. So everything down under, we got to take off and just make sure everything's solid. This is a little too polished for me now. I really like how this is looking. It's toning everything down. I did polish these a little bit. They're dirty, but they're polished underneath. So I might take these off, get another set, and wrinkle them black. We're gonna make this wrinkle black, gonna make this wrinkle black, and make this wrinkle black. Just tone everything down a little bit, right? It's a little loud. Do the dash, Dennis will do his wiring thing. We'll start it, we'll do burnouts, and then we'll learn everything that I'm not aware of right now that is wrong, because I'm sure I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I've done incorrectly that we're not gonna know what it is until we experience it. We're actually nearing completion. We don't have many things left that are big. The biggest, like if Dennis wired this in the next 2 days, there'd probably be a day of buttoning up and it'd start. So that's really exciting, and we'll get to that point pretty quick. Finally, after 29 years of working and staring and changed my mind on this thing, we're gonna be able to actually drive it with a turbo, which will be probably enough to make me pee myself. It's freaking winter here, as you saw. It's snowing now, so that we don't need yet, but we'll probably mock that up because we need it. We're probably gonna build, you see how crummy all this is? So I really wanna build this up and box it in and kind of make like a platform for it out of some thick steel and just kind of harness as much of this as we can. I don't really want Manny to waste his time on these seats, but I do want you guys to see his work on something that you're gonna see every single day. If you guys are interested, Manny bought a GoPro attachment for the brim of his hat and he has been filming a ton of stuff that he's been doing, and he does a lot of, he is to upholstery as I am to hydro dipping, except his level of upholstery is probably up here and my level of hydro dipping is like here. Like some of the stuff he does is outlandish, and it puzzles my mind how he has the patience to do so. If you guys want to see more of what he's doing, let me know, because we have a ton of footage, but we don't want to just throw it at you. We're trying to integrate it nicely so it all makes sense. So let me know what you think I should do with the seats, because I don't really, these seats are huge and bulky, but I would like to buy some buckets and then have Manny put his touch on them. These are just gross. This is gross. We need a steering wheel. All right, another news. Put a fresh coat. 3 coats actually. Put 3 fresh coats of clear on this guy's for you. So it is, if you can tell, she's looking absolutely beautiful. So that and all the other pieces are on the website. And if you are still here, then you kind of get a sneak peek as to what else we will be offering you guys moving forward. I'm not going to show you on video. I'm going to make you go to the website and find out. But if you're watching this right now, you are literally the only humans on the planet that currently know about it. So they're sitting right over there on a shelf, and I'm pretty excited about them. But as you can see, you couldn't just see that. So you got to go to the website and find out what they are. Whew. Got a lot more work to do. Got a lot of other things in the works. Please let me know what you drive in regards to the hydro dip. Flood the comments. Tell me what parts you'd want dipped on your car. Tell me what that car is. Tell me what colors you like, and so on and so forth. And if you guys buy these and there's an interest, then I will work till day's end to get more of those out for you guys based on your opinions and suggestions. I'm very excited about that. Let me know what you think. If there are any other problems that you guys see, like you were talking about the airflow with that, greatly appreciate you guys' opinions. So let me know. We're going to keep plugging away. I got to get some real work done like we were talking about so I can pay the bills, and then we'll jump back to this, and then I'll see you guys in a week, and then we'll just keep doing this over and over until one day I have enough money to afford the bumper from a Ferrari or something like that. That'd be pretty sweet. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm shooting for a week, but we'll see if you know how it goes. It might be 10 years. Okay, bye. Oh, I like that. think we need to make one. I want one.